Virtual Mojito is a curated resources where we gather tools, resources, the most updated events, as well as trends around virtual events, remote working experience. Nowadays, we have online hackathons and many virtual capacities where people need to find resources. So long story short, this idea came during the pandemic period. People start getting used to joining a virtual events, finding right programs, and stay connected with their friends, colleagues, as well as families. And apart from the usual suspects such as Zoom and Google Hangouts, more and more verticalized versions coming up. And I think it's really important to help people navigate different features, find alternatives, and select the best resource to help them curate the best virtual experience. No matter it's for work, for meetings, events, just gathering within a group of friends, or even joining a virtual conference. I think there's so many solutions out there. The mission of Virtual Mojito is to help people find the right resource, get to know the most updated trends, and eventually start their own virtual experience as well. So tools behind Virtual Mojito, that's a great question. The whole page compiles of a set of no-code resources, and the page mainly facilitated from Notion, which is a drag and drop productivity tools where you can also publish online. And I host the websites by also using some Notion resources around it, such as Frictions. And you can see the submission forms and also the automation process are actually facilitated by Airtable as well as Zapier. And behind that, we also measure success by using Google Analytics as well as Cloudflare and Substack. And I think that's already a nice set of powerhouse as a passion project, side projects. And I really enjoy using all these no-code resources to build something possible. And this is how Virtual Mojito looks like. And on the landing page, you see some GIFs. Some people say it's distracting, but I think let's give a try. I think it's fun, it's moving, it's energetic. Right here, you can see obviously the headlines, some call to actions, and I update a trending board every 2 weeks just to showcase some selections and most popular virtual resources out there. Once you scroll down, you can see a curated resource and table of all the no-code resource. And right now we have 99 tools. So we are about to hit 100. And I think by that time, we will put up a celebrations. Right here, you see so many resources ranging from tools for social gatherings, gaming, remote team, mentorships, virtual conference, or even audience interactions. I believe all these resources can work together with each other and eventually create a nice virtual experience. When you scroll down furthermore, you also see an updated calendar of virtual events separated by different categories such as webinars, virtual conference, hackathons, workshops, or sometimes meetup as well. And we also curate the latest trends around virtual events, and we are powering the bi-weekly newsletters by using Substack. So we cover the latest trends around virtual events, tools, and also exclusive discounts, as well as case studies delivered to your inbox. And that's pretty much, and I hope you enjoy Virtual Mojito. This is a tough question. I was only active on Twitter not until recently because I believe the community is great. Hence, I don't have a huge following group at the moment, both followers and followings. But I do inspire by a couple of pages recently, such as no-code founders, which I get a lot of inspirations around no-code, as well as tool resources from them. Secondly, I'm also a big follower of my previous employer, which is Techstars, and I've been benefiting from the community as well as my former colleagues a lot, so I still keep in touch with them and read their latest resources. And I think the third Twitter accounts I would recommend is definitely Zapier. I'm a big fan of Zapier, where I see a lot of hacks and they publish tips on a regular basis. And you should also follow these 3 accounts. I'm not a frequent podcast, but I do have two exceptional cases. The first one goes to Client Boost, which is created by Boost Sauce. They cover growth hacks, digital marketing, and also anything around branding, productivity tools, etc. So it's really fun. You can find the episode on YouTube as well. And secondly, I have to give a shout to my podcast curated by my former colleagues at Techstars, which is Happy Messy Founders. So they have been created resources for a couple of weeks, and they have already aggregated great stories with founders. They talk about mindsets, mental health, and their personal stories as well. It's really fun and engaging. I would definitely recommend you take a look and follow their episodes. Totally different than podcasts. I have followed and read a lot of newsletters. So I think one cool newsletter I often recommend is by OpenView Ventures. They talk about products, they talk about growth, and they also talk about investments. Really thoughtful blogs and content as well. And I really like how they curate content with the founders, as well as many insider news around the venture capital landscape. The second newsletters I would recommend is definitely created by indie hackers. I'm a big fan of indie hackers. I like how they aggregate and personalize your newsletter experience. And every day I just, turn on my newsletter and I find a list of all the resources and all the discussions I would like to spend time with. So my favorite book goes to Design to Grow, which is written by David Butler and his former head of product designers at Coca-Cola. It's a great book for people who want to understand how to standardize process, how to manage brands and products in multinational regions. I think it's also a great book for entrepreneurs and also side hustlers who want to get an idea how to create processes, how to dig deep into the psychological theory behind users as well. And it's a great read and short and crisp as well, so definitely recommend to give it a try. So I read and contribute on Indie Hackers every day because I find a lot of great resource and people are super engaging and people are extra willing to help people as well, answering questions, give advice, and you can find any content around growth, design, meetup, content marketing, landing page feedback, etc. I found it really useful. I joined a community around 6 months ago, and I've been building out my reading and writing routine on this platform. So definitely recommend. Secondly, I believe a lot of people joined Slackers, but I'm not really an active Slack user. But however, I joined a no co-founder Slack group recently. Same reasons as Indie Hackers, find lots of great people, great resource, and people are extra willing to help, particularly in the no-code movement. I seldom attend online courses. I would rather become a reading person. But however, one of the most helpful online course I have participated is called Venture Deals, created by Kaufman Foundations as well as Techstars. So basically, it's great for people who want to get an entry knowledge around venture capital investments. And it's a super interactive courses where every time they have over thousands of people participating. You have a chance to form a team with people around the world. You curate a fake projects and imagines how the fundraising game looks like. I just completed recently with a group of colleagues and friends, and it was really amazing. And we still keep in touch with people who also enrolled the course worldwide. And also a great place for you to connect with people who are currently working for startups, eventually want to become angel investors, or people who are working for venture capital at the moment. So it's great for people who want to get to know more about the investment mindset. I would recommend a good friend of mine, Belinda Esselhammer. She's the founder of fan-founded Springboard Group, as well as a facilitator and community builder of many organizations such as Startup Weekend, such as TEDx, and also Women in Tech in Hong Kong. She's amazing. Definitely start a conversation with her. It is an easy question. So basically, virtualmojito.com. So I found this name super attractive and fun on GoDaddy back then. And that's how the story began. And I found a nice domain. I think Mojito is fun. I like Mojito as well. And given that when you integrate a name with like food and drinks, people can remember easily. And that's how virtualmojito.com came from. Definitely take a look. I'm super happy to receive your feedback and exchange ideas with you. Let's party.